Hattis Hierophant. I am Crystal, your tarot reader. I hope you are doing well. Listen, I have a couple of minor announcements. I am going to be uploading more often on this channel. So not only will I continue to upload your general monthly readings, but we are going to start doing some bi-weekly check-ins. We are going to, there's 5 of me, just so you know. I am going to be uploading your monthlies by the 1st or before, and I want to upload your mid-month check-in around the 15th, 17th, mid-month-ish. If you do not follow me on Instagram, hop over there. I do uploads for new moon energies, and I do a short little reading on there. It's a lot of fun. And then on Twitter, which I really typically don't interact there more, and I want to. So I'm going to start uploading weekly readings starting there. Now, Instagram and Twitter are going to be short and sweet, but it's going to give you that spiritual conversational punch that I think will be fun for us all. Now, where you need help in that area, where you need help financially, you know some people who can help you out financially. I almost feel like that's that King of Pentacles energy, is that you have relationships, or you have a relationship with someone who can financially help you. Do not be afraid to reach out. Do not be afraid to say, hey, I need some help, because I feel like they want to help, and they know areas that they can't come to you and say, hey, here, take this, because it's you would take it as like charity. So it's almost like they're waiting for you. I see an envelope. I actually see an envelope of money, them just waiting for you, Aries, to come ask for it, okay? And I do see as well that there are some of us who are going to be okay. So those of you who are wondering, right, and you know where your energy resonates. If you're the one who's kind of wondering, am I going to be able to pull this off? This is one of success and celebration, and you did it. By the time you're on top of this horse and we're celebrating your victory, that means job well done, right? And then with that King of Pentacles there as well, that is that type of money that you don't have to worry about where it's coming from. It's there, okay? So I feel really good about that, and I can tell you're really thinking about it. And again, you're in this position to where you are able to give. So there's Aries on that flip side of, I need help, I'm ready to receive. And there's those of you who are in the position to give, okay? Okay, so let's go on to your sun energy, Aries. And the first energy I get is the King of Swords. The Knight of Wands, and the Hermit card, another major arcana that's in your sun energy. So I can see we're really thinking, I feel like you're thinking about life, like what has this life been up till now, right? I feel like you've been reminiscing about all of your past, mistakes, and let's call them opportunities, right? And how they have translated up into now. So I see you've really been thinking about that, and you're actually even playing it in your head like almost like in a punishment type way, Aries. And you don't have to do that. We all stumble through this thing called life, and those mistakes sometimes make us who we are, more so than our successes, okay? Now, if you have been, because I have the Justice card here, and that's the center of your reading, I feel like that we have been seeking out counsel. And with that being in your ego, this means, and in your ego is your sun energy, this is where I see you, this is where you're seen, right? Some of you have been seeking out counsel, and you're going to be getting word. And this is how I know you're seeking out counsel, because I have this Hermit card here along with that Knight of Swords. And that Knight of Swords are typically, energies of people who you value their opinion, you value their lifestyle, you value who they are. So they may not have a title, so to speak, but their lifestyle is enough for you to go seek counsel, and you appreciate, and you you find what they have to say is valuable. Let's say that. And then with this Knight of Wands, I feel like that this person that you're going to, right? This person who you feel like, man, they do it right. You're going to listen to their advice and you're going to do what they're telling you to do. And I feel like it's, I almost feel like this energy has been telling you before, like, hey, Aries, if you do A, B, and C, or maybe you should do A, B, and C, you weren't very receptive of it because you didn't resonate there. But I feel like now that your mind is a little bit clearer, and now that that scale has kind of tipped in a different direction for you, it's kind of forced you to look at this more seriously. And I feel like you're going to take action with that idea. Now, when I look into your immediate, present, I get the Fool. Okay, another major arcana, and this is your immediate present, and we're already talking about taking action on the information and the counsel of this Hermit, right? Taking counsel, and we're gonna make a move on it. And obviously with this Fool card, that's a new beginning, that's a new start. It's a beginning and an ending, right? It's almost like you have to leave something behind to go on this foolish journey of trying something new and different and out of the box, and perhaps something that you frowned upon before, but now you see it in a new light. And then I have the 10 of Pentacles, right? This is also in your immediate present. So when I have this Fool card, Aries, I see whatever direction this is, and perhaps you are getting financial counsel. Perhaps you are looking to, how do I invest the money that I have, or how can I make my money grow? I feel like that this counsel that you're going to get is going to take you on this journey to be able to create that type of finances that you want for your family, that legacy kind of money. And we have that King of Pentacles that is in your moon energy. So it's obvious that that's where you're resonating. Like, I need money not only for me, not only so I'm more comfortable, because you don't want to go back to where you were. I feel like that wherever you came from financially, it wasn't stable for you. You didn't feel good about it. Like, you did it because you had to, and you felt like you had to. You felt like you didn't have any other choice. And now that you were forced to kind of rethink it, right? Now you see this thing that you kind of snubbed your nose at before, and you're like, let me rethink this. It's in a different light, okay? Let's see if I can expand here, darling. Yeah, and I see some of us we made a decision, and some people even might say it was a foolish decision, or you made a decision that wasn't the most popular, right? It wasn't the most popular, and you're gonna start seeing the benefits of that, okay? I see that in your immediate present as well, Aries. Okay, I am expanding now in your moon energy, my dear. Let's see what Spirit's got going for you. So I expanded on that 6 of Wands, and I have the High Priestess. Love that energy. And the 2 of Swords. So with those two coupled together, right? And because I have that Justice card as the center of your reading, there's some truths that are going to start coming to you, okay? And again, we said that, we were waiting for that justice for you. And in order to get that justice, that's when truth kind of comes to the surface, and, the truth loves the light. So it's always searching for it. And I see here that truth is going to be revealed, because without that truth, it's very difficult for you to make a solid decision on which way to go, on which way to take your family, on which way to do your finances, on which way to take your career. So once things start to get a little bit clearer, and they will, because you're asking for it. And that's what the High Priestess kind of represents. She represents that energy of when you're daydreaming, or when you're worried and concerned about what the next steps are. That's when the High Priestess comes, and she starts to roll out her scroll to reveal things to you, so that you don't have to be here and so indecisive. So Spirit is hearing you, okay? Now, when I expand on that 6 of Pentacles, I get the Chariot card. along with the Queen of Cups. Now, for some of us, this is really tapping into that romance side of us, Aries. I feel like that romantically, you're in a good space. Perhaps there was a relationship that I want to say maybe a couple of months ago, right? Maybe a couple of months ago, it just felt a little rocky. And somehow you guys seem to be on the same heartstring, on the same heart vibration, on the same heart frequency. And I also see that those of you who have a maternal figure, to where it had that same kind of uneasiness, wasn't the best relationship, I also feel that that's smoothing out as well come May. I feel like some of us also are going to be moving back in perhaps with a mother-like figure, a figure of one that is nurturing, that you're going to be moving back in. And I feel like that it's not something that you're worried about. It's not something that you're taking as a setback. It's something like, I got to do it. But what has to be done has to be done. Now, when I expanded on that King of Pentacles, I got the 9 of Cups along with the Hanged Man. And because that is with the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man represents that energy of just surrendering to where we are. And I feel like with these truths coming out and your heart space, I feel like your heart chakra is it's almost juicy. Your heart chakra is almost juicy. So it's such a great time for you to love, be loving, and show love. It's a softer side of Aries that a lot of people don't see that exists, right? And I see like now, Aries, and I know this is going to be difficult for you to hear because you are that forward, zodiac. You are that forward moving sign. But right now, Aries, just kind of relax into where you are right now and surrender to this moment, because it's only going to be just for a little while. And there's something about this waiting that almost calms the waters. I almost feel like if you go out full steam ahead right now, you're going to create bigger waves and they won't benefit you. So I feel like we just need to let those waves die down a little bit, right? Surrender to what's going on right now. And once those waves are nice and easy, it's like you're going to see a clearer path. You're going to be able to see that island that you've been trying to get to. Okay? All right, let's expand on your sun energy. Yeah, I see it. I see it, honey. So I expanded on that King of Swords, and we got the 7 of Pentacles along with the 5 of Cups, right? So obviously, whoever you've been seeking counsel or whomever you're going to for counsel, you're like, listen, obviously, I don't know. I haven't been successful. I haven't had the best success or the success that I want with my finances, with my family, with those tangible things. I'm not happy with the outcome as far as how I've been handling it. I'm not happy with my investments. Give me some advice. And I love that you're seeking it out, Aries, because normally you'll sit there and you'll just figure it out, and you don't care how many times you fall, you'll keep getting back up. And I feel like, Aries, you're surrendering, and you're like, help me out. How did you do it? And when we do that, I expanded on that Hermit energy, and we have the Queen of Swords along with the Queen of Pentacles. So right there, these two energies, right? And this is that feminine energy of being, nurturing and loving and giving, right? Which I feel like that this is a side of you that is it's really showing itself, and it's so unfamiliar to most people. So it's going to make you so, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say attractive, but it's more like people are going to be more receptive to this side of Aries that they're not used to seeing, right? And it's going to allow those conversations to happen, those collaborations, those ideas, right? Those business plans, how we're going to move forward with this relationship. Like all of that is here because that's the Queen of Swords. She gets down to business. She's not there to lollygag and fool around. By the time you're sitting down with her, the expectation is going forward. We're going forward. And then with this energy with the Queen of Pentacles, right? She brings in that nurturing, let's make sure it grows, right? And it flourishes. I love this with that Hermit, especially. This Hermit energy is gonna give you some great advice, and that's some Virgo energy that I see there as well, along with some Libra energy. The Libra energy was the center of your reading, and what I love about that in Libra is based under Venus. Like, I feel so much love coming from you, Aries. It's unreal. I just see a gushy heart. I love it, love it, love it. Let me expand on this Knight of Wands. Yeah. So we really are going to be interacting a lot with people. There's a lot of interaction that we're gonna have here. And with that Knight of Wands, I expand it with the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So obviously we're gonna have a bunch of communication, a bunch of emails, a bunch of writing things down, writing these ideas down, reaching out to people. And I see that with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups as well. And that's all about gathering information and getting information. And the King of Cups, he's one that you go to for wisdom as well. And with it being coupled with the Hermit, it's almost, you have so much support behind you right now, Aries. It's like everyone wants to see you succeed. I feel like you have this backing. Like they've been waiting for you to be on board. And now that you're on board, it's like all hands on deck for Aries. I like it. Okay, let's expand on your immediate present and see what's going on here. Now, you already know. I know you do, right? So I expanded on that Fool card, and I have the Ten of Cups along with the Lover's card. I mean, come on. We just talked about that gushy heart of yours, right? You've made a decision. It's almost like you turned your heart a certain way so it can resonate differently, so you could receive differently. And it has opened you up to that overflowing love from everyone and everything. When you open up that chakra, it is so inviting, right? And again, with that Justice card being the center of your reading, and it relates to Libra, and Libra relates to Venus, as Venus is all about bounty and beauty and love and sensuality and all of that good stuff. And so is this Lover's card. Just saying, Aries, you're nasty behind. Okay, so I expanded on that Ten of Pentacles, and I have the Ace of Swords. So obviously, right, we already talked about in your ego. This is in your immediate present, right? You've decided to move forward with this idea, right? So it's here with that Ten of Pentacles. Man, if someone's throwing you that idea, Aries, please catch it this time. It is waiting for you. And then guess who shows up to your reading? Well, you do. Come on. If this is not a sign, if you were looking for that sign, here it is in your immediate present. This is a go. This is that Aries energy for stability. It is the Emperor. It is that fire energy. It is that let's do it now so we can get that money. So we can start that business. So we can build that home, right? And I'm not talking about physically brick by brick. Perhaps some of you are brick by brick. That's not what I'm saying. But when I mean home, I'm talking about stability. Someplace where we come and lay our heads every day and I feel good because it's ours, We built it, right? Together, we did it. Whether you own it, whether you don't, it is home. And that's what that energy is. All right, let me expand on this Justice card, my dear. I love this energy. I'm not used to seeing it from you, Aries. I have to say, I like it. So I expanded on that Justice card, and I have the Temperance, Page of Swords, along with the King of Wands. Pardon me. And I love that this came up. And the reason I do, because that Temperance card is all about balance. But in this case, I feel like it's all about your ability to tap into spirit and here in the mortal world, right? And if you intuitively connect to that energy, you'll get that, what's the word I'm looking for? You'll get that light bulb, and that's exactly what I see. You'll get that light bulb of, now is the time, this is the idea, this is the direction, this is the person I'm supposed to do business with, do work with, be in a relationship with. Like, I feel like that when you tap into that energy, things will be so much clearer to you. I just see an entire field to where you can see from here to as far as you could see. Your vision is so clear right now that all you have to do is ask here, right? We saw that in your moon energy with the High Priestess. Ask here, resonate it here, and she will deliver. Now, I expanded on that Page of Swords, and I have the King of Wands as well. So through this new opportunity, right, and you intuitively are going to start moving, you are going to have to educate yourself. So know that that responsibility is necessary. You're going to have to educate yourself on this project, this business, this idea. And I'm saying relationship too, because I'm just getting so much gushy love in here, right? So some of you are really resonating in that energy of, I'm ready to take it to that next step. Let me see something here. This is such a transformative energy that I'm feeling. And it's so calming. It's so calming. It just feels so like ebb and flow. Yeah. I just want to get some clarity. So I'm feeling this ushy-gushy love, but I'm not seeing ushy-gushy kind of like commitment sort of things, right? I'm seeing love, but I'm not seeing commitment. And then I see commitment. So some of you are really looking forward to that next step. Some of you are going to be, some of you are going to be getting married. Some of you are going to be moving in together, right? And it took this time of isolation and of, being away from the world and being away from the humdrum of every day to where it put things in perspective. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm in love with this person. And I've realized going through all of this, I don't want to be without that person. It's quite beautiful. Like, I love this energy that I'm in right now. Like, I don't want to leave it. Anywho, Aries, listen. Ooh. We got to pick our angel card for you. I know my eyes are red. I've been working all day, but I've just been so anxious to get your readings out. And your angel card for the month of May is integrity. And when I get that energy, when I picked up that card right away, when I got integrity, I saw like a band stretching and how you can stretch it, but you can't break it, right? And I feel like that's what you've been going through for so long. You can stretch it, but you can't break it. Like how I saw you get knocked down and you would get back up every single time. And it's not that you're tired. right? Because the thing about it, Aries, come on, you're a warrior. You can handle it, but you're like, I want to try something different. I like it. And that's why they're coming to you. And that's why they presented this opportunity, this idea, this relationship, whatever it means to you. What I do know, it's a relationship, right? This is how come they came to you in the first place, Aries, is because they saw and they see the integrity in you. All right, Aries, I hope that was beneficial and helpful, and I hope you got something from it and it resonated with you. Listen, I absolutely adore you.